Many rates and terms available. To open an account today, visit lovebethpage.com/certificate. Bethpage Federal Credit Union. We care about what you care about. Membership must be established to open an account. Insured by NCUA.
Bottom of the ninth inning. Yankees in front 11-0. Domingo Germán 3 outs away from perfection, and his first pitch to Diaz is outside for ball one. Aledmys Diaz, the Oakland shortstop, is 0 for 2. That was the 94th pitch of the night for Domingo Germán. He's been perfect through 8. The pitch. Called a strike. Here's a curveball, and it's 1-1.
And everybody down here, Justin, standing up, clapping, not just Yankee fans. They know they're 3 outs away from history.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a tip foul right at home plate. And you can hear the crowd clapping, standing on their feet like Susan mentioned. There have been 23 perfect games all time.
This would be the 4th in Yankee history.
The 1-2. Swung on, Tapper back up the middle. Volpe's up with it. The shortstop throws to first, and it's in time. 25 sat down and ordered by Domingo Germán. He's 2 outs away. And here comes Oakland catcher Shea Langoliers. The last perfect game in Major League history, August 15th, 2012, by Felix Hernandez.
Wow.
Langoliers 0 for 2. Germán to the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Shallow center field. Volpe on the grass. Bader calls him off. Harrison Bader's under it. And there's 1 out to go for Domingo Germán.
I don't know how he's staying so calm. Nobody down here is.
All that stands in the way of perfection for Domingo Germán is Estiori Ruiz, Oakland's number 9 hitter. And Germán, the righty, deals to the plate. Swung on, ground ball to third. Donaldson's up with it. He throws to first. Domingo Germán has pitched a perfect game. For the 4th time in the history of the New York Yankees, perfection attained. Germán being mobbed at home plate by a full Yankee dugout coming out to congratulate the 30-year-old from the Dominican Republic on a chilly night in Oakland, California. Domingo Germán has tossed the 24th perfect game in Major League history.
And just think about where he's come from, what happened. They're still hugging him down here on the field. And the coaches are kind of laying back here, and they're letting this moment happen. And they are just hugging this guy to death and patting Higashioka on the head. This is some moment down here for this kid. All the things that he's gone through this year, all the things that he has gone through in his career with the New York Yankees, to have this moment. And no one wants to leave that mound.
Germán pointing to the sky in between hugs from all his teammates. And like Susan alluded to, when you think about it, the last 2 starts for Domingo Germán, he allowed 17 runs combined in 5 1/3. And again, he hoists the baseball in his hands up to the sky as he continues to be hugged. And now manager Aaron Boone with a long embrace with Domingo Germán.
This is even Harrison Bader, everyone looking at the sky and looking up there, still hugging, everyone hugging each other. Everyone getting to Domingo, but congratulating each other. It takes a lot. Matt Blake coming out here, biggest smile I've ever seen on his face. Aaron Boone is out here applauding, his hands over his head, applauding and watching as he comes off. The standing ovation down here is absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. We're going to get a couple of people here. We're going to do this twice. We're going to have, and Meredith is going to have Domingo Germán in a minute, and I'm going to talk to the catcher, Kyle Higashioka, and then we're going to switch. So big night. I am with Kyle Higashioka. I don't know about you. This entire place is standing. I thought I was going to cry. And when you think about what Domingo Germán has gone through in his career and this year, just how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I couldn't be happier for him. I mean, the last couple of starts for him were really rough, and they kind of took a toll on him mentally a little bit. So for him to come out and throw a perfect game and just have a night like this, it's huge because we all love him and we support him, and we're just so happy for him. And
obviously the Let's Go Yankee cheers, and he just got a Gatorade bath, and he's hugging the people that it was Nestor. Of course it was Nestor Cortez with the Gatorade bath, and he just turned around and hugged him. Now I got to ask you about, before we get to Domingo more, Joe Girardi told me that when he was calling the perfect game, he kept saying to himself, what if I make the wrong call? What if I call the wrong thing? What are you thinking as you're doing that?
Just trying not to mess it up.
I hope I didn't give you the wrong idea, because he told me this afterwards, that he kept thinking, what if I call the wrong thing?
Oh yeah, no, that's I think every catcher goes through their mind. So, but I mean, he was pretty much calling his own game tonight, and he was he was fantastic, and he was trusting his stuff. So it's unbelievable.
How could he sit there in between innings? He's talking to Matt Blake, and he's sitting there very placid and not an expression at all. Oh. All right. All right, so we all get that. I couldn't even move. And now Kyle Higashioka got the Gatorade. Meredith moves quicker than I do. So it's a long way back. I got a lot on it, yes. What were you calling? Because I saw a lot of the changeup was really working. Well, obviously everything was working. But what was the game plan?
I mean, for him, it's always attacking the zone and getting ahead so that he can, work his pitches with two strikes, on the fringes like he does. And so tonight was just a perfect example of that. He was attacking hitters early, and the curveball and changeup were really working, and the fastball was there too. So it was just a perfect night.
And after the last two games, is there any way that you thought that this could happen?
I know Domingo. I've caught him for a long time, and I know he had this in him. It's just, for it all to come together, it takes so much more than just a good outing. I mean, it takes luck. It takes, there's so much more that goes into it that you can't control. So just for everything to come together is really special.
The other thing is that when you look at everybody, and I know everybody's standing there, please don't let me be the one to make a mistake. And everybody was so calm out there. I'm sure it wasn't really.
Yeah, I can't speak for everyone else, but especially that last inning, I was pretty nervous.
All right, what about future? We haven't talked about this offense, because this would have been the story tonight if it weren't for Germán. Everybody getting the hits. Obviously, the homer by Stanton and the hits by you and Bader and Anthony Volpe particularly.
Yeah, it feels good to put a few runs on the board, especially early. It gives Domingo a chance to breathe a little bit and just relax. And he didn't really need any more than one, but it's really good. It's a good confidence builder too for us, because we've been grinding a little bit.
And how do you think he feels right now? We're going to talk to him in a minute, but you know what he has gone through, as I said, and how special is this for you, and what kind of a night is this for you? You've now caught a perfect game.
No, I mean, this is all Domingo. He
has to throw to somebody,
Yeah, no, he was incredible. He would have thrown it to anybody tonight. So it's just, I couldn't be happier for him as teammate and brother, and it's just such a great night, and I'm just so glad for him.
Kyle, as always, thank you so much. Congratulations on a wonderful night.
Yeah, thanks, Susan.
Okay. Justin, I will talk to you. I'm showing Kiki where he has to go, and I'm going to talk to Domingo when he's finished with Meredith.
You dry down there?
No. No. My whole left side and my phone and all my notes are all a mess. And we'll just wait for Yes to finish with Domingo. And he's got a big smile on his face, and his Obviously, his translator, Marlon Abreu, is here.
Oh.
And everybody, well, by the way, the entire team is still on the field.
Yeah, no one's left.
No one
And
has
I'll tell you
left.
what else, Susan. No
What?
one's left the ballpark.
No one on this side of, of the ballpark.
12,479 tonight, and they came alive because this place was very loud in the final few moments of this perfect game thrown by Domingo Germán.
All right, stay with me. I think we're wrapping up over here. Okay. Okay, and I'll switch for 1 second here. Well, I'm with Domingo Germán and, of course, Marlon Abreu. And how do you feel? You look so calm out there. How do you feel right now?
Lanzando el juego, un juego perfecto, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo te sentiste, verdad? ¿Cómo te sientes ahora después de lograr eso?
Me siento muy contento, muy satisfecho del trabajo que he hecho hoy. Mantuve la calma todo el tiempo, enfocado en cada picheo, no tratando de exagerar la cosa, y gracias a Dios pude mantenerme en buen ritmo y terminar el juego.
So exciting, so exciting. I wanted to stay calm throughout the game. Make sure that I was keeping focus on the way of attack, the way that we were executing, not to overthrow, not to do too much on the mound, and thank God everything worked out well.
The fourth perfect game in Yankee history. How special is that for you after your last two games? What happened the last two games? And this whole year for you? Kyle Higashioka was just saying how tough a year this has been for you. This has got to be an amazing moment.
El cuarto juego perfecto en la historia de los Yankees, especialmente después de las dos salidas malas que tuviste. ¿Qué significa para ti, verdad, poder rebotar de una manera tan positiva un año que ha sido de mucha batalla para ti, como lo mencionó Higgy?
De eso se trata, de que tenemos que reconocer que nos va a ir mal en algunos momentos, pero hay que mantener la mente positiva, hay que mantenerse positivo, seguir trabajando lo que uno falla y ejecutar cuando nos toque cada juego. De eso se trata, de siempre mantenerse positivo, porque el juego es largo y no ha acabado hasta ahora, y lo que hay que seguir enfocado hasta el final.
That's what it's all about. You got to understand that sometimes things are not going to go your way, that you're going to have a bad outing, but you want to stay positive. You want to keep coming back and keep executing and keep fighting and keep working, because at the end, it's a long season and we have a long time to improve and get better.
Okay, change-up working for you today, curveball working for you today. Higgy said you were pretty much calling your own game, so you know what was working for you.
So, tú entendías muy bien lo que estaba trabajando en esta noche de hoy, el cambio, la curva. Higgy mencionó que estaba llamando tu propio juego, básicamente.
Sí, él siempre se mantuvo específicamente los rompientes que los picheos que yo tenía en la mano. Era como que si no estaban hablando mentalmente y teníamos buena comunicación, y eso fue parte del éxito de hoy.
Don't let him fool you. He was complimented to this whole thing. He knew exactly what pitches were working, with the curveball and the changeup. And it's like we were talking to each other without pitch count,
You are now part of history, part of Yankee history. No one can ever take this away from you. Congratulations.
De los Yankees ahora, nadie te lo puede quitar.
Eso es lo más agradecido que estoy, que siempre voy a estar allá dentro de los Yankees toda la vida.
I'm so grateful, so grateful for this opportunity to be part of Yankee history now.
Congratulations. Okay. All right, Justin, we'll throw it back up to you. Thank you, Marlon.
Thank you so much, Susan. Susan's Stars of the Game, sponsored by Foxwoods Resort Casino, the wonder of it all. Yankees win it 11-0 on the night that Domingo Germán joins Don Larson, David Wells, and David Cohn, the four New York Yankees, to author a perfect game in Major League history. Casamigos Tequila toasts tonight's Yankees victory. The family of Casamigos Tequilas, Blanco, Añejo, Reposado, and Mezcal, remind you to celebrate responsibly. For Domingo Germán tonight, 9 perfect innings, 9 strikeouts on 99 pitches. He picks up the win as the Yankees win it 11-0. A perfect game here at Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California. We'll be back after this on WFAN Yankees Radio, electrified by the Jeep brand.